Hey, what's going on, lads and lasses? I'm TheSilverSlasher, and welcome back to the Pokemon Sun Randomizer Nuzlocke. And what's this 240p non-HD garbage on my screen? Who made these garbage graphics? Stevie Wonder? He make those? Look at this garbage. I only play my Pokemon in pristine 10... Can Sword and Shield do 1080? Or are they only 720? I probably should have looked that up first to make this joke work. In the last episode of this series, we took on the 5th out of 7 trials here in the Alola region. Don't really like being back in Alola, if I'm completely honest with you, but we took out the 5th trial, and then that was pretty much it, right? I don't think much else really happened. We fought the boy Guzma, I believe that was last episode, and then we came here. So we're going to continue this route now, and it'll be all good. And if you're worried about Sword and Shield spoilers, I'm not sure how much I'm going to talk about. Because I may or may not do a bigger video just talking about my opinions overall, it will probably be relatively vague and not hold on the Sword and Shield topics too much. But I don't know, because I do feel like I kind of have to talk about them. You may not believe this, but even though this video is coming out 5 days after Sword and Shield came out, I actually haven't beaten it yet. I actually still have not beaten Sword, and I could have beaten it today, but I was like, no, I gotta record first. And then all the stuff with the YouTube and the kids content, all that stuff, just wore me down. I've been feeling kind of exhausted today. I got like a sudden burst of energy when I was like, all right, I'm actually going to record now, and I was like, yeah, I'm actually getting kind of excited, even though it means I have to play Sun and Moon again. But yeah, I'm most of the way through Sword. I'm almost done. I'm super close. I just haven't actually beaten it yet. And I should probably address this as well. And we'll start off with some levity. We'll go into something really horrifically sad, and then I'll come back to levity here in a moment. You may have noticed there was no episode on Monday. And again, I have been missing episodes much more frequently, and I apologize for that. It's not cool or intentional. But I'll be honest with you, on Sunday, I was like, I'm gonna wake up nice and early, and I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna exercise, I'm gonna record my video nice and early, get it edited halfway through the day, so I can just have the rest of the day to just play Sword and Shield, have a good old time. And I woke up, and there was a text on the front screen saying, I think our dog is going to die. And I was like, oh. I mean, it wasn't specifically that. It was that our dog was being extremely like sluggish and stuff, and like not eating. And this is exactly what happened to her sister just 5 months ago when she unfortunately did not make it. She was like a healthy dog one day, and like 2 days later she was already gone. So I got out of bed and I went right to the dog ER, and that is where I spent my day. And honestly, I probably could have recorded when I got home, but I was downright exhausted after that whole experience. Luckily, this story is not completely sad. She's fine. She's doing much better already, which is super nice. But yeah, I was just like, I gotta be honest, I do not even feel like trying to record right now. So I just didn't. And that's not exactly something I maybe should admit, but it's fine. I know you're just talking about whatever, Hapu, but yeah, I don't know. She's a good dog. I got so worried we were gonna lose her too. I can't go through losing 2 dogs in 1 year, dude. Like, I've only ever lost 2 dogs in my entire life. And, Sword and Shield's getting to me here. I just went like this, and I was like, why am I not running? Is it broken? But no, you have to actually hit B in this game. If you want to move quick, you actually have to press B this time, which is not a thing you have to do in Sword and Shield, because they like to just let you run around now. I don't recall, do I have any... No, I've got all the directions blocked. Although I don't really have a reason to have Stoutland anymore, right? And, like, at least have Stoutland binded, so I can go ahead and put Mudsdale on left. And we can do that whole thing. Not happy to really have you back, Ride Pokemon. Yeah, dude, I don't know, I don't want to get into Sword and Shield too much. They're fun. They're really fun. I will say... yeah, I don't want to get into specifics, but, like, I don't know, man. In the last episode, I was like, I've heard that people think the story is, like, X and Y level basic. And after having played almost all of them, I have this to say: never insult X and Y like that again. I mean, I don't want to start things off on a downer note talking about Sword and Shield, but like, dude, there's no story. Like, I mean, there's a story, but it is the thinnest story you could ever possibly conceive. Like, I was kind of shocked how little story there actually is in general in the games. But it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. Like, also, what am I gonna do to this Aegislash? Why do you have to be such a scary one, Aegislash? And unfortunately, such a scary one that Frenda is weak to. I guess I can have Drebless go out there. It's not really a great solution. I also don't remember if Jangmo is just Dragon or Dragon fighting, but we will not find out. I mean, it's going to say super effective either way, and by it'll say super effective, I mean I'm going to miss, because we have Hustle. Because we have Hustle. And you know what? I kind of forgot, like, how Hustle really worked. Like, I've just been kind of thinking about how much it makes us miss throughout this series, but I gotta remember, it also does boost our physical attack. Like, to the point where we might actually do better with physical moves on Blimpo than with special moves. I don't know for sure, but we do pretty darn good damage to these things. I'll try setting up a Reflect. Yeah, we do pretty darn good damage to these things. I'm actually really scared. What are you about to use? What are you about to use? You don't get, like... Oh, Aerial Ace. Oh, that could hurt. Oh, on you? Why would... Okay. Why would you go for Blimpo? Okay. I mean, I don't know why you go for Blimpo, but I'll take it. You're definitely gone now. You have 50 defense. See ya, bucko. Gosh. It really does, I gotta be honest with you, it really does feel weird going back to 240p. I'm like, I've been playing HD Pokemon for almost a week now. Like, and since I missed that episode, I've had nothing to break up the HD Pokemon that I've been playing. The game's graphics, you know, that was a big point of contention. People talked about the tree and stuff. They're not great. and on top of that, neither is the frame rate. Also, is this a new route? I don't honestly know. Like, I wasn't really paying attention. Zoom in. This is Route 12. And then this is Route 11. Okay, so this is a new route, so we can get a new encounter here. And that's pretty sweet. I gotta remember to actually do this. I've spent a little while just being like, oh, I can just catch anything. Like, but no, I can only catch certain things now, and I gotta remember to not take out my first encounter on each route, because it's totally something I would do. Anyway, we'll go ahead and see what we get in the wild here. Yeah, I don't really know how, but the frame rate does tank at some points. I shouldn't say, whoa, I'm okay with Torterra. You guys know I'm okay with that. Hello, Dolly. I'm super okay with that. But yeah, it's yeah, I don't really know how. Just sometimes it drops. It never drops so low that you're like, whoa, what's happening? Maybe in handheld mode, but I've mostly been playing in docked mode, so I wouldn't really know. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. It's just it's interesting. I don't know. They're really fun games, though. I can say these will probably be the most fun, and this is it's funny because I think I said this in a video that it was my #1 request, and I think we have Quick Ball that I forgot to use on you, so that's unfortunate. Try biting you, see how much it does. I said this in a previous video about how it was like my least favorite thing about Sun and Moon, and I feel like, wow, I feel like it kind of, the Sword and Shield kind of fixed it, and it is a very heavy Pokemon. I think Torterra probably falls into pretty heavy, you know? I think Sword and Shield are probably going to be some of the most fun Pokemon games to replay. Like, there's not a whole lot of story, but the moment-to-moment gameplay is like, it's like perfected, dude. When you find a wild, you know, in this game, it's like, it's like black, 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 black. Oh, and here comes here they come through the grass, you know. In Sword and Shield, it's straight up just like, like you zoom in and it zooms into the battle. Like, it's so quick. It's beautiful, and they did the whole. Actually, I've just started to realize, what is the name I usually give you? Why am I forgetting it? Because we had one of you in a series not super long ago. I can't remember your name, though. Huh, I thought I had a more creative nickname for you back then. But I just called you Gaia, so I'm just gonna call you, like, I'm gonna call you like Gaiamolo. Alright, we got Gaiamolo. You know, we can check out your summary, why not? Gaiamolo, you are plus special attack minus special defense. That's not completely terrible. I may consider using you, although it's not like we're really hurting for grass types. We do have Drebless and whatever we named that Victory Bell from an episode or two ago sitting in the PC, so we should be fine on that front, I think. What was I talking about Sword and Shield before? I don't really remember. I mean, I talked about how quick it was. I mean, I guess that's basically it. I guess the point was basically done. It's just like, it feels really good. Everything is really snappy. There's very little that takes a super long time. A lot of the animations are like, they really move through them, and I don't know, the routes are not especially complicated. They kind of have the issue that I've talked about with this game where I'm like, I wish the routes had more to do in them. You know, the fact that we don't have HMs anymore makes a lot of routes kind of boring, but they did a decent job, even without HMs. They did a decent job at keeping things like relatively interesting. You know, I'd like to run through a couple of those routes again. Like, it would not bother me whatsoever. Although there's one that's so absurdly long that I cannot even believe it's in a Pokemon game. Like, I mean, maybe it just felt long. Maybe I was wasting time. I did get lost a little bit in there. It's only one route, though. Every other route feels relatively short, except that one, which just feels unfathomably long to me. And I think it's because if you want to go and fight every trainer, you're gonna spend a lot of time in there. If you just run through it, it doesn't honestly take that long. But that's the thing in general, is people have already cooked through Sword and Shield in terms of playtime, and I have not, because I am thoroughly exploring everything. Like, I am not leaving a route until I found every item that I can at that time, fought every trainer, and caught every new Pokemon that I've seen. And yeah, dude, it's funny, I've been kind of looking at the Pokedex, and I actually don't know how many new Pokemon there are. I haven't really checked. I've been just use that to demonstrate how I think this is potentially the best. It's the best set of new Pokemon we've gotten in quite a while, I would say. Rhyhorn, I really don't know what to do to you, if I'm honest, brother. Like, you're really scary for everyone here. Especially because you're higher level. I didn't realize our levels were getting so insane. Do you still have Rockium? You do. I meant to give you the Steelium after last time, but apparently I didn't. Let's see how much Metal Claw does. Whoa, that was really good damage. Drill Run? Okay, we could take that, right? We could take that. Look, we took it just fine. Holy crap, that was a lot of damage. We can finish you off with a Bullet Punch, though. No worries. Hakuna Matata. I rewatched Lion King tonight, because why not? It was on Disney+. And yes, I have Disney+, because I'm, you know, whatever. I like Disney, as much as I have not enjoyed them recently and their decisions, they own everything, so I can do a lot with a streaming service like that. It's kind of like, if you're someone who likes movies and shows and stuff, it's like a necessary evil, because they just own so much crap. It's just so ridiculous. Like, yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't have much to say about it other than that. Man, we don't have a lot of healing items in this game. Maybe I was getting too many when I was playing, Sword and Shield, but like, I'm looking at our thing right now, I'm like, man, where are all our items? Dude, we got like 1 Super Potion and 10 Hypers? That's not enough. What do you think we're doing here? Oh, I should say though, no, as far as I can tell, unless I just haven't found them yet, no Moo Moo Milk in Sword and Shield, so 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. Worst Pokemon games. Never play them again. But yeah, I definitely think if you just run through them, they're probably the shortest Pokemon games ever made. And that's kind of weird since they're the first ones on console. Like, if you don't care about the story, you know, if you just press A through it, like most people will do on their second or third playthrough, it could be like a freaking 8-hour game. Like, it would not shock me, because you really move. Sonic, he can really move when you just, when you're just playing to get it done, dude. And that's gonna be interesting. I'm curious to see how much playtime I'll have when I eventually play through Shield. Because, you know, like I said, I'm almost done with Sword. Honestly, I have like 17 hours in the game or something. Like, I don't know, I'm really pacing myself. I'm not sitting and playing it non-stop, like all day, every day. I'm just kind of, I'm like, you know, it would be really fun to play some Sword right now. And I just play it, you know? So it's like, I don't know, this is definitely my preferred way to play new Pokemon games, and especially in terms of not being spoiled, dude. God dang, was it the greatest decision I ever made? Like, I mean, holy crap, it's just... nothing can beat the sheer excitement when something completely random pops up. And there have been a couple, like... I'm not sure what the games have been out for almost a week at this point. Like, I'm still not going to go into super specifics, just in case someone's worried about getting spoiled, but I will say some things about the game that I wouldn't say before. There are regional forms. We got Alola forms again. I don't think anyone's super shocked by that. That was kind of something that we all expected, and I'm glad it's here. I am definitely glad that we got it, because they're really good. Like, I feel like maybe one too many are Gen 1, and that is upsetting, but, like, I literally just said, in general, I would say we have a good selection here, but especially those regional forms, when a new one pops up, I'm just like, oh my god, what? Like, it's the craziest thing, because obviously, if you just see one in the wild, you're like, what the heck is that? And you're like, oh my god, it's an existing Pokemon. But when the trainer throws it out, it's like, oh, here comes that. What the heck? And it is an unbeatable feeling. Like, I don't know, man. I just, like, I don't know. I just had a great time. I hope we can do that again. I hope I can get another game, like, come to me mostly unspoiled. That would be super nice, because it's definitely fun. There are still some in the game that I have not seen. Like, whenever I look on Cerebi and stuff for things about my Pokemon, if I see another one, I just kind of cover it on the screen, because I want that moment where they get shown to me. And, like, I don't know, it's just so great, dude. There was something I wanted to say about the games, but I don't remember what it was. Honestly, maybe I've said enough. I was like, I won't talk about it too much. Now it's been like over 15 minutes. Like, I don't know how much got cut out for me looking up Torterra's name, but, like, yeah, now most of it has been, like, I don't know how much got cut out, but, like, most of this episode has just been Sword and Shield, so maybe I should stop. And, you know, I said, like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes ago, hey, I should totally, I should totally put the Steelium on you, Wumbo, and I still haven't done it, so we'll get there eventually. But yeah, you need to learn another, gosh darn, Steel move, Wumbo. A 50 power is not too much. I guess that's something, I mean, should I just resign myself to this episode's gonna be a lot about Sword and Shield? I don't know, man. That's another thing about Sword and Shield. It's weirdly... the power is very weirdly handled. Like, it's strange how late in the game you have to get for certain moves. I'm gonna say this, and I'll be vague here. One of the TMs, and I won't even say, like... Alright, one of the TMs that I received was from the 6th gym. The 6th gym in the game. And it gave me the same TM as we have all previously gotten from the 1st gym in another game. The power is really weird. It is super bizarre. I don't really know why they chose to have the power scale so gradually, and it's weird because some things are not like that. Like, I have a Pokemon with an ability that boosts certain types of moves, and I was like, oh, they're probably not going to give him anything crazy. I mean, Sword and Shield's been so tame with the moves so far. And then they gave him a move that is boosted by his ability that is 140 power. And it makes him freaking unstoppable. Like, I mean, not actually, because, like, there are plenty of ways to, there are plenty of ways to deal with it, but it's relatively fast, and it has insane moves. And then it has, like, a stab version, like, of the move that's like 80 power, but it's like that stab, so it's like 120 still, getting boosted by the ability. Like, it's just insane. But yeah, when we got all of the, I think I've said this before, Alola Pokemon to me don't feel like Pokemon. And that's not a 100% rule. There are obviously some Alola Pokemon that I really love, and, like, it feels less so now. But definitely, when I first saw all the Alola Pokemon, I kind of felt like, these do not look right. There's something off about all the designs here that just makes them look not quite like Pokemon. I do not feel that about the Pokemon in Sword and Shield. All the new Galar Pokemon are definitely Pokemon, and they're all welcome additions. I honestly don't think there's a single one I don't like. If I'm being truthful with you. I don't know if I've encountered a single one that I straight up don't like. I guess there's one, but there's one Galarian form, but I also don't like its normal form, so it doesn't feel as surprising, I guess. We can turn the heat within Alola's ground into electricity, but it doesn't even cost a thing. That's the real blessing of nature. Also, Wumbo, I'm gonna go ahead and switch you. Then again, dude, we're like under-leveled right now. We are like fighting random trainers. We're fighting random-ass trainers because my videos are not for kids. Who have higher levels than us, so this is making me a little nervous. Also, I have to press A to open doors in this game. What is this, a Stone Age? What's up, sir? The geothermal power plant. This is a bummer, and this is something that kind of carries over in the Sword and Shield, and it's like cool things that you can't actually really do anything at. I suppose it's possible that some of the things that I'm thinking of in Sword and Shield that are like this become available when you beat the game. Maybe. Like, I don't actually know, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like they have this whole place, and really there's nothing to do here other than talk to Oak. Hello, Alola, Alola. Here in the Alola region, volcanic eruptions result in long, thin strands of magma. They form strands of glass, rather like hair. But the hair on Diglett here is not glass, but rather whiskers of some metallic substance. They use them for communication as a sort of sensor to investigate the surroundings. Pretty cool, dude. Give me that lure ball. That's great. Hope you'll try to complete your Pokedex for Rotom's sake as well. Is that a... I don't think that's a spoiler as much as it is like a weird design choice in Sword and Shield. They brought breakable TMs back, and that's weird. Now, there are still TMs. You can collect TMs, and you use them, and they do not break. But now there are also TRs, which are just the same as TMs, but they do break. And a lot of the powerful TMs that we have had over the years are TRs now. And TRs are much harder to get than TMs. And obviously, you can get multiple of them, but they go away after you use them, so you kind of have to grind for them, and that's a little annoying. And then there are some moves. There is one move, dude, that has been in the Pokemon metagame, as far as I'm concerned, forever. Like, in the entire history of Pokemon, it has always been in the meta, and it is just straight up not a TM in Sword and Shield, and I cannot believe that. It's so weird. I guess on the topic of the dex cuts, because that's probably what people are going to want to hear about for sure, I didn't even notice. Like, it's not something you think about when you play the game. Maybe I'll think about it more when I'm playing through them a second time, but first time, maybe it's just because I only want to use new Pokemon. I just don't care. Like, I don't know. I just don't care. Oh, Wumbo, yes, my boy. Would I rather you have Stone Edge or Poison Tail? I mean, Stone Edge is really just better, isn't it? Yeah, I think Poison Tail is just not that great. Like, it's not that good against things. The things it is good against, we can already kind of deal with. Not a big deal. And then, we'll get a Cherry Berry. And, we'll get a Leppa Berry. And we'll get, Leppa Berry again. Okay. So we're on I almost called you Snorlax. Can you believe that? We're on Slowpoke Beach, apparently. What do you have to say about all this? You can look, but you can't touch. Or, actually, you can touch, but you can't catch. All the Slowpoke on this beach are managed and protected by the Alola region. Okay. Sure, dude. I don't care. It's fine. Hello. Come here, let's do something good with our Pokemon. Alright. Sure. I'm calling the police. Golf buddy Sarah and Sarah. There's something extremely sad about that, but, you know. Hello, Pidgeot. How you doing? We don't fight Gladion, do we? I don't think we fight him on the next route. I do think we can find him, but I don't think we fight him. I don't really remember. Basically, I'm just like, do I need to save this Stone Edge in case we have a more important battle? But I think we're fine. I think it's no big deal. Wow, I honestly did not expect you to live that. We have, like, a lot of attack, dude. The Wumbo has, like, 92 base attack. That's kind of crazy. And by base, I mean just attack. I think that's not how the base stats work. I don't know what Metagross's actual base attack is, and I also don't care. Don't put Metagross's base attack on screen. I'll switch things up and tell myself not to do it. Anyway, let's move along. Just pretend I'm not being weird. Hello, sir. Would you like to battle as well? You would. Grand. Welcome to the secret beach. Let's have a battle. Get acquainted. Oh my god, it's the champion fight, boys. Here we are. Oh my god, look at that background. Youngster Robert is here to rein us in as the first ever champion of Alola. What's up, Jolteon? Dude, there is a God, I just want to talk about Sword and Shield all day. This was a mistake. I just want... doing this series, I should have just... And I was thinking about doing this, and in retrospect, it was probably a fantastic idea. I was considering just... Oh my god, it's so loud in my ears right now. I don't know how it'll sound for you guys. I might have to turn that down in editing, because that's really loud. The music is going nuts, dude. I didn't end up doing it, but I had this idea that I was like, oh god. Oh my god, that could really hurt. Okay, we're fine. Pueblo has a lot of defense. I got really scared for a second. I was like, should I record, like, a week or two of Sun content before Sword and Shield come out so that I can, like, I can play them and get them out of my system first? And I didn't because I kind of ran out of time. And then now here we are. Now here we are, and it's like, oh, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like, I just don't want to talk about anything else. Like, I think it would have been a good idea, but like I said, I just didn't feel I really had the time or the motivation, the energy, I don't know. YouTube, especially with all the stuff that's been going on recently, is just, I've been struggling to feel motivated. We got Charmeleon. We can fight Charmeleon with our boy Yorvis, who actually hasn't been out in battle in a little while. Actually hasn't seen the light of day in this episode, I believe. And yet everyone else has. Actually, no, Frenda. Frenda has not come out yet, which is weird because Frenda is kind of the dang king and can do whatever he wants at all times. Like, I honestly believe right now I could just be like, all right, guys, here we go. It's a Frenda solo run, and it would like it would work. Like, we wouldn't have to worry about too many enemies. He would be like, oh, what do you know? There's a Barbarical. Oh, I'll just use the like Psybeam on and then it'll die. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, Frenda's just too crazy. Frenda is just too insane for her own good. You definitely don't want Stockpile. You do not want it. Or Swallow. No. You don't want that. And Spit Up. No. And you know, there's an interesting thing to talk about with Galar and talk about Sword and Shield. A lot of you may know. Sword and Shield, no, sorry, Sun and Moon. I gotta stop doing that. I did that so much leading up to it, dude. Like, I don't know how many times I had to edit in, like, I meant Sun and Moon, I meant Sword and Shield, you know, like, now I'm, like, zoning out. But God, now I'm just completely losing my train of thought. Come on, wait, I know it's in there somewhere. Oh, yes, Sun and Moon notoriously has mostly slow Pokemon. Like, it has almost no fast Pokemon at all. Like, I don't know if I could name you more than, like Salazzle's fast. I think Passimian's kind of fast. I don't know who else is fast. Like, in Alola, everyone is slow, for some reason. I don't really know why. But, Galar has a similar issue. And it's very strange. And it is, at least from what I've seen, not too many special attackers. And that's really bizarre. There's a lot of Pokemon with fine physical attack and defense, no problem. But on my Sword team, I have one special attacker. And I set up the team I'm probably going to use for Shield. And I have one special attacker. Like, I don't know why. Like, at first I was like, it was probably just the Pokemon I wanted to use. You know, I just so happened to want to use a bunch of physical attackers. But then I was looking at the Pokedex and I was like, man, you really have, like, none. I mean, it does, they have quite a few, but I swear to God, it's like, for every one special attacker, there's like 3 or 4 different physical attacking lines. So, like, it's pretty crazy. Slasher. What's up, Al? I heard the news from Sophocles. You helped him out with testing the Decine, yeah? I don't even know what that's supposed to be. I wonder if I'm just out of touch. A totem calling machine or whatever. I guess I was test subject number 2, but I managed to get through the trial. Man, maybe even managed to get a bit stronger, eh? Here, Slasher, I want you to take this. It's a max potion. Cool. You only have one volume, don't you? Haven't you ever heard the expression that silence is golden? Haven't you ever heard the expression that silence is Gladion? Listen, Team Skull is looking for a Pokemon called Cosmog. Do you two know anything? Huh? Not that we tell you, Baka. So you do know something. Look, Cosmog isn't even a strong Pokemon, but it has the potential to summon Pokemon so terrifyingly strong that you don't even know. What kind of dialogue is that? That's kind of weird. I also got used to, they went all out in terms of doing British slang in Sword and Shield. I don't think a single person in the entire game says television. They all say telly because it's like supposed to be based off the UK. It's really, some of them, I'm like, I don't even know what you're saying right now. If something like that happened, it would be a disaster for Alola. A disaster? Like a real disaster? Then what are we supposed to do about it? Protect it, if you do know where Cosmog is, or if you do anything else. Or if you find anything out, keep it safe. I know I might be working for Team Skull right now, so you may not trust me or care, but I'm only going to tell you this once. You have to protect Cosmog, no matter what. Alright, see you, Gladian. See ya, buddy. Oh, he's still here. I still don't even understand how Team Skull found out about Cosmog in the first place. What do you mean, no matter what? You're just gonna leave us hanging? Yes, he is. He's just gonna leave us here. They're looking for Cosmog, then. Is Lily gonna be okay? I really don't get what's going on, but we've just got to keep both of them safe, right? Then I know what I'm gonna do. Take on my next trial so I can get even stronger. I'm gonna complete my island challenge, and I'm gonna get Tapu Koko to recognize my strength, and then I'm gonna be the next Island Kahuna. I want to make sure more and more people can have fun battling to see who wins or loses. Slasher, let's both try to become real champions. You know, another thing that, whatever, dude. This whole episode's gonna be Sword and Shield at this rate. It's already been like 30 minutes. You know what is a thing that I'm not sure if it makes me like it more than Sun and Moon, because I like it more than Sun and Moon. I'm not sure where I would place them on my like rating right now. I like made my ranking of Pokemon games. Possibly top 4? I don't know. I need to give them some time to sit because I also said Sun and Moon were the best ones when they came out. I need to give it some time. But the game, like Sun and Moon are really backloaded. I don't know if you guys agree with that. You start the game and it's like okay, you know, it takes forever to get to the trials, obviously, like because you have to go through all the tutorials. But then it's just like trial. Okay, go over to the next island, trial. Like it's just like you blaze through a million things all in a row, and then it's like, okay, now we're gonna suddenly take our time. You know, now it's gonna you're like less than halfway through the game, but you've already gotten over half the badges, so or half the over half the Z crystals. You know, you've done half the trials, so like, yeah, it has the exact opposite problem in Sword and Shield, and I don't know if it's a problem necessarily. You know, if I said I spent 17 hours on the game, take an hour away of just messing around in the wild area, so it's like 16. I would wager to say the first like 3 badges were probably 11 of those 16 hours. The beginning of the game takes so long that I want to say I had. Yeah, in fact, I definitely did. I had my first starter evolution for the first gym. That doesn't really happen usually. In fact, I don't know if that's ever happened before. The only time I think I've ever really done that is Gen 4. I would always get Monferno before I fought Rourke because I needed I needed fighting moves. I don't know why I'm just kind of running around in circles here. I wanted the water to come back, but like, I think I have to leave the route. This is a new route, right? This is another new route here. Route 13. Yes, okay, so yeah, if I just fish without there being a little ripple in the water, is there a chance I'll still get something? I don't know, but I guess we can give it a shot. Oh, you can, look at that. Alright, so our encounter for whatever this route was, I already forgot, is Finneon. Alright, well, sure, I guess. You know, you just gave us that lure ball. Like, yeah, let's just go for that. I just don't want to use a quick ball on you, because I don't want to spend the money to get more. So go ahead and stay in there. One thing, well, I guess I can't really say that until I've played as a girl, which I will probably do when I play Shield. Because I played as a guy in Sword. And I do not like the customization options. And that's not to say that there aren't a lot. I just don't like how really any of them look. My trainer looks shockingly bare. Like, no, bare is not the right word, but he looks shockingly, like, plain, considering I'm at the end of the game. You know, I've experienced, I'm pretty sure, every single clothing shop in the entire game. And, like, I haven't really changed my look that much. I changed, like, my color shirt, and, like, I got, like, a jacket, and I got glasses, and that's, like, all I've changed throughout the entire thing. Oh, and I changed my backpack. Like, and that's, like, it. And it's kind of weird. I don't know why. I mean, the females always have the better selection in Pokemon, but, like, I don't know. So you're gonna name Finneon, I'm gonna name you Finolio. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I really like putting O's in my, like, gobbledygook names. Like when I'm just doing random things, I don't know why I always put O's. It's always like, I want to name you something random, so I'm going to name you Spooliulio. I don't know why. Just the O sound is just like inherently funny to me. Oh ho ho. Yeah, he's like, oh, if the O's are funny to you, huh? Then oh, it is. So this is pretty much it. Does one of you like fight me? Oh, you got a problem, short stuff? I can't stick. Blip. Whatever. We're not even gonna try it again. I'm not even gonna try the dialogue again. We're just gonna move on. Hello. What the heck you doing here? Did someone say you could come in here? Not that I'm doing anything in here, Baka. I haven't done nothing. You want to scrap? Yeah, let's fight. You what? What? No. I ain't got time for you. I just beat you silly anyway. Not worth it. So I'll just leave you with this. Use it to train up and come back. Dizzy punch. Okay. What does that move do? Is that a normal type move? Is that a fighting? I always forget. It is a normal type move. 70 power may also leave the target confused. Well, no one can learn it anyway, so it is fine. It is no big deal. The desert is like a different place every day because the winds are always moving the sand, and somewhere in that confusing mess lie the ruins of abundance. Maybe Tapu Bulu's there? Who knows? I do, because I've caught him before. Dude, I did not put up with the ruins, like, on this island. I went into the desert, I got lost, like, immediately, and I just looked up the answer. I did not want to deal with it. I was just like, nah, I'm good. We don't need to do this. Alright, so let us move along. We will do whatever is next here, and then we'll call it an episode. We're here at the Tapu Village. That's good. Tapu Village. The village was named that because the Tapu appeared here to protect Mount Lanakila, which reaches up so close to both the sun and the moon. That's the, but all that's left of it now is the name. Cool, whatever. What's up, Hop? Or not Hop, dang it. This is why you don't make two rivals in a row with H names. Ew, look, Slasher. Seems like we're almost to the Aether House. Where's the cabin supposed to be, huh? Hey, look, construction workers. That must be what Kaku was talking about. Is they really making a Pokemon League up at the top of Mount Lanakila? The professor told me that the Pokemon Leagues in other regions have 4 crazy strong trainers in them that they call the Elite Four. The Elite Four in our island kahunas. I wonder which ones are stronger. Elite Four. Elite Four 100% because your kahunas are glorified gym leaders. And, I mean, I guess you could say that the kahunas, or that the Elite Four kind of are as well, but I don't know. I don't really know, man. I don't really know. I was about to say something else about Sword and Shield, and I'm just kind of realizing, dude, I could just go on about them all day. And that's why I need to just make a video on it where I can talk about all this different stuff. But a lot of times when I have ideas for videos like that, they don't end up getting made because I'm like, I think about too much, or I'm just like, I try to put too much in there and it gets bloated, and I'm like, this is gonna take years to edit, it's not even worth it. It's gonna come out 3 months after Sword and Shield are already out. So I don't know, we'll see. Either way, we're back with the Sun Randomizer Nuzlocke, and I will hopefully not miss an upload for a while now, because it's been like 3 weeks in a row that it's only been 2 uploads because I keep missing one. So I'll try to stop that. Of course, when it's stuff like on Sunday, it's like, I feel like maybe a pass is owed for emergencies like that, but I don't know, at the end of the day, I did still kind of decide because I was in a bad mood. But, you know, hopefully we will not have to worry about that anymore. Either way, that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy this one enough to give it a like and share it, I'd greatly appreciate that. And if you want more awesome Pokemon content, subscribing would help us both out. This has been TheSilverSlasher, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.